This is Muma Knows Best, celebrating every woman's strength, purpose and potential. Thank you so much for seeing our in-depth interview of episode 1. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook. But most of all, just sign up to the newsletter and you'll get everything. mumaknowsbest.com. See you later. And can I say something before we go on as well? This story is personally about my journey, and I'm not here bashing anyone else or out to get anyone or make anyone feel bad. And it's certainly not about my ex-husband, because I believe we're all on our journeys. We all have to go through our cycles, our experiences. We all have to learn, and different people learn at different times. So I'm just like, that's my disclaimer, okay? Because it's not about that. I just want to share my story with you guys, and just hopefully it can help. And I'm here to kind of get back up and make it happen, and you'll see how that happens.
I've lived in Poshville for many years, even had a successful music career, but after a divorce, 2 children, no home, no money, I was left with £1 per month to feed my 2 boys. Broken and my world turned upside down.
I'm scared.
I'm on a quest to get real answers from real men and real women. Feeling wounded, there's no place I'd rather be than my childhood home in Moss Side.
The house is getting sold. Gonna be our last night in here. This house was designed by me. Made it different to all the houses that were here, and built it from ground up. And I've never done a project before where I've built a house from scratch, and it's interesting. It took 18 months to build. When it got built and we were ready to move in, we didn't move in. We moved away to be with the family. My husband worked away and said, come on, let's all just come together as a family and, be in one place. And then as soon as we got there, he left. Yeah, it's a process of buying it off plan and, designing what you want. All the houses, on that kind of cul-de-sac is the same inside. So we was able to put our own print on there. I was able to say, okay, let's put this, let's put that, let's do this. So it was beautiful. Put marble around the place, marble going up the stairs. Got a beautiful kitchen and bathroom that we made sure that was all marble, and beautiful shower, because I think your bathroom time or your long time is special. So so it made that, and I stayed in Surrey to see that through, and that was a part of our agreement. And he went to work in a different location, so it was just me and the children, and any issues, we kind of sort it out. And I must say, towards the end of the project, that's when everything was kind of going really quite pear-shaped between me and my partner. So we moved to be together, and he stayed with us for 3 days and then said it's not working. I'm like, what? I had to convince your son to come here, leave all his friends, his network, my friends, to be here as a family, and then you just say, I want a break. So to me, it was all a plan. That's the real deal. Not to get us to move in, then it won't be seen as our family home. Smart.
Yes, there's already something going on. I'm not sure what it was. I thought it was the distance. I thought it was a growth in someone's person. So, and I understood we got together when we was really young, and I understand that everyone grows and everyone needs that space to grow. So I thought maybe there's a transition, between boy to man, man to husband, husband to father.
Why have you got two?
Because one's an engagement ring and one's a wedding ring, a wedding band. When you first ask a woman to marry you, you give them an engagement ring. And then when you go down the aisle and you get married, you have a band and it's in a circle because it means forever, eternity. I know there's a strain in the relationship. Not sure if it's because he's actually relocated to a different area in the UK and it's a long distance. So he came to me, and this was after I've gone to the Maldives, because Mama was losing her mind and had to bring it together. And, and I always say a family should stick together no matter where they're going in the world. Try and stick together and stay together. That's my premise. He came to me and said, I want you to move with me to come to the location I am with the children. I feel like it's a way of getting us back together, on the same par. We'll be able to see each other, the children, so he came to me on that level to say, you know what, don't move into the big family house that we've built, and you spent 18 months building, and you've been patient and dealing with everyone, and he's been helping with the house and stuff. Come to the location come to Manchester, the location that he lives in, so we can be together as a family, and then in time we'll move back. I'm like, everything for the family. Family is everything to me. One of my ambitions, or I don't even know if it's an ambition or one of my wants or hopes, was to make sure my family or my children had their father in their life longer than I did. My father left when I was 5. So I was like, I have to. I kind of thought, okay, we'll go. So the time when we were supposed to move in to the big house, the lovely house, the house that we made our home, they had their own rooms, we moved to Manchester. But when I got to Manchester, as I said, we was there for 3 days in the same place, same space, and that's when he left and said he needs a break. And I'm sorry. From my experience, anyone says they need a break, interesting. over. So but I didn't understand that. I thought, I'm losing my mind. That was the excuse. I don't know how to, I don't know how to I don't know how to be a father and a husband, and work's finishing and I need to build a career. It's just too much. I'm losing my mind. So I gave the space that was required and asked, and we didn't speak for 7 months. And I say here right now that we've not spoken about why our relationship broke down, why he left. We've not had that one-to-one at all. The decree actually is pronounced 2017.
7 months without talking. We meet again on my son's birthday, and that marks the 7 months. And within the 7 months, I don't even know, I feel like that second conversation was the same repeat of jumbleness, of not being clear of what's happening. And I probably knew on that one that we kind of finished. So that was interesting. And within that time, maybe I got a phone call, maybe I had a dream, whatever. I got a phone call from him, and he basically said, so here's the fish, the wet fish. And I asked for this wet fish about 5 times. And he said, I don't see you like that. I don't see you as my wife. Ow, we're married. Ow. I don't feel for you in that way. So I was like, what does that mean? What are you saying? Could you repeat it, please? And I probably asked someone to repeat, you know, the words of a breakup, the wet fish, 5 times. I was like, okay, I understand. So, yeah. So yeah, wet fish 5 times. And then from there, it's just like, okay, I'm a sort of person, just tell me and let me move. So I basically said, okay, well, let's just get the divorce and, you know, let's get moving forward, you know, cool. And for me personally, I don't believe and didn't think that divorce needs to be absolutely horrible. I feel like, you know, we've got children, we can remain a friendship and provide a foundation for our children to grow in a healthy environment. It doesn't matter, you don't have to be with me, you know, but let's make a solution that's good for the children. So that's what I thought.
You've now received your decree absolute, which finally dissolves your marriage and enclose the original for your safekeeping, as you may need to prove your single status in the future. Gosh.
Got a letter from the solicitor and I didn't open it. And I always said, well, I had a thought in my mind. I see things in pictures. So I saw the moment I went to open the divorce, you know, absolute was in the bath in their house. I wasn't allowed to live in with champagne and just enjoy the moment of being in the picture, the vision that I had, and being able to kind of, you know, maybe feel, because my feelings a bit like outside of myself at the moment.
What do you feel?
I don't know, I think I've closed off that emotion. I feel like if I feel, then it will hurt so much to see change. And my babies are in the midst of this, so I've had to just hold it and be strong for babies.
And maybe as well, it was like a cheers to the past, not in a way of like, hooray, yeah, celebrating, but in a way of understanding that the experience has come to an end and blessing that experience and, you know, kind of closing that chapter and then opening up a new one, which you see. I didn't know what was in there. I didn't know what it would say, but I just wanted to read it in the bath that I'm not allowed to go in, the bath I wasn't allowed to enjoy. My children were born there. We were born in Chelsea in London, and we lived in that neighbourhood, and they grew up in that neighbourhood. We have friends, friends who we consider as family, and it was beautiful, beautiful town. It was just everything that my boys knew. Zakai and Zavian, that was their home, that was my home, and we had to actually make a home from nothing because we didn't have our families there. So it became our friends were very important to us and very important to them as well. So yes, that was our home, their environment.
The rights after Zakai, do you want to cuddle? What's going on? What's happening? Why are you upset? Careful yourself, Danny.
Hey, I'm tall.
What?
And I can't touch the roof. Mummy, why are there the kind of thing?
It's okay.
It's funny.
I need you to just be okay about it. Alright? We'll come back again, we'll see all your friends, and we make sure we knock on for Georgia, Sophia, and we spend the whole day with them. And Noah, yeah, we'll find Noah. I know your old friends, and we'll come back and say hello, and say goodbye, and say hello, and we'll just stay in contact with them all. Yeah? And we can phone them, we can Skype them, Yeah?
Yeah.
Even seeing the episode, because I wasn't there when, when you see my son being quite upset about leaving, his friends, and you see where I embrace him, and even it's like, what do you say? What do you say? All I had to, what I said in that moment was, I need you to be okay with this, and it's gonna be okay, and it's really, really sad that it's really sad that you ask a child to respond like a man or an adult in situations and in their pain. So I do feel it for my son, and it's so sad that you see them hurting in a divorce, and they're also asking questions and needing the support, and I feel quite upset that I have to ask my son at a tender age to be mature or to be adult-like, and I know that this is a part of his story, and I always say to him that people who are great have a story, they have something that they have to go through to become. So that's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. So for me as a mother, it's really, really sad. I don't even know what the word is, that we have to ask our children to be mature and adult in an adult situation where it's like they're not allowed to express, or feel, or they are allowed to, but we're asking them to understand something. The reason why we went to the house was after the court ruling of me being able to sell the house. I had to go there to clean the house up for the final clean, make sure it was okay, make sure everything was sorted, and get the keys and give it to the estate agent that I appointed. So the time when you see us in the house has never had any furniture. From when we spoke about the house and furniture, the house was going to get its own furniture, and the old furniture we had was going to be a furniture that I furnished another house in Africa, or a house, that's what the thing, it was going to be the furniture that he likes. So I was like, oh, okay, interesting. So so we went to the house to make sure we cleaned up. I had to go there and mop everywhere, do everything, make sure, and it was good. It was like a final goodbye, a closure, a space we've not lived in, let the boys see the house, because I think that's the first time, probably the second time the boys have been in there. So it was beautiful. They go in there and they were running in their room. This is my room, Mum. That was my room. Is this my room, Mum? Is this it? It was so beautiful for them to see a space that was theirs. But it's so unfortunate that they wasn't able to live in their home. But, where journey takes us is life. It's sad that, as I said, my children don't recognize any homes that they've had. They've got no memories of their rooms or, the house, because they're so young and there's been so much movement within their home, that I just pray that we're not actually even in our home at the moment. But when we do, we have a foundation, and that's going to be home.
you know, it's going to be home for sure. That anytime, even when they get older, you know, they want to come back, they've fallen, come home and get yourself together, you know, reset and make a plan and then go back in the world. So I want to make sure my home, my family home, is a refuge and a place where my children feel safe, and whenever they want to come home, it's there to reset and go again. So yeah. And what gives me strength? My children give me strength, 100%. My faith gives me strength. My understanding and my seeking and the understanding of what I've learned gives me strength. My hope is I understand that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So I understand that this is my experience, and I understand that I'm spirit first. And from that place, I understand that I'm a creator. I can create anything that I want. We're the ones that make this world go round. It's through us that all civilization comes. So we need to teach, protect, put foundations in for us all to go forward as a universal family. I'm here in my creation of my new right now, and you're seeing it with me, and you're seeing the creation and coming on this journey with me, which is exciting.
It's not an ending, it's a new beginning. Everything happens in cycles. This is just one more.
We should have a code system where we have a bond to each other, where we know how it is, how we want for the next woman, what we want for ourselves. I got girl code. Please, you have girl code. Because a girl came in and mashed up my family. But I don't blame her, because Mama knows best. I just wanted to say, judgment's not mine, you know. And I'm just on my personal story, on my journey, and within my journey I hold a foundation of morals or rules that I want to live by. But even as a human being, I make mistakes too. So no judgment, and I just believe that I'm trusting in the process and trusting in my process, and believe that everything's meant to be. So enough love and enough respect to all. Thank you for yesterday. Forgiveness to you. Love and light for the future. I'll love again, and I'll be in a relationship or meet someone who is on self-mastery and is able to kind of, I don't feel like I've had an adult relationship, so I'll be in a mature relationship, so then there's different dynamics. So that's beautiful hope to kind of say, oh, okay, one day I'll find. I have understanding that this is my experience that I have to go through in order to be me. I understand it builds my spiritual character, which no one could take away, and I feel like when we do part, from this world, that everything that I've learned and my experiences that have helped to build me is still part of me. So so my hope is in the new creation of my new life, and just as well showing my boys as well that there's no limits to who they are, and even if they go through something, they're able to pick themselves up, dust themselves off and try again. Go Aliyah, good words. And Mama's showing you that you can create anything, you could do anything. What? Who are you? You're limitless.
Who's champion? Who's champion?
The reason why I'm actually here and being filmed and showing my life is I hope that someone is able to get strength from this. Someone's able to learn with me and to go on the journey with me, and you are also able
and you're knowing and you know that you can do anything. And even when things seems really down or dark, or you can change it. You can change your life and you can do what you want to do and be what you want to be.
I pray grace, fortune, abundance of love, happiness, joy.
We've got episode 2 coming, 3, 4, and what's beautiful is that this becomes not just about my story, but there's many other stories that we're going to be involved in this. And how do different people get through different stages in their life? And I feel like if we bring all that information here to you guys, that somewhere you see your situation or your journey, and then you see hope and you see strength and know how to get from one place to another. I just want to send loads of love out to the world, and you're not alone, and you can change whatever's going on. No limits. Make sure you sign up to the mumaknowsbest.com, and you'll stay connected with everything that we're going to be doing, because everything that I've learned, I'm going to be telling everyone through there. I think that's the best place to actually stay connected with us. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, ding, and get your notifications as well, so that would be cool, and then you'll be kept up to date. Also on Facebook and Instagram, Muma is on there, all over there. So we're going to tell all our golden nuggets through all those mediums. We've got the radio show as well, and the docuseries. So just get onto mumaknowsbest.com, MUMA.com, and you'll have everything in there, so stay connected that way. We're in my side. I'm going to take you a tour around my city. Is it a city? Town? Area. Neighbourhood. Just remember driving to my mum's and seeing a big massive tent, and then a tent meaning a police tent. The young boy was stabbed and murdered right there. As a mother, just moved back to my side, and this happened as soon as we got here. See, we're here in Moss Side. I must be about 300 yards away from my mum's house, and a young boy was stabbed and murdered here. Not sure why. You cannot come back to a community and see a young boy get killed and stabbed outside your door, and it doesn't move you to make change. This has moved me to make change.
One and only Chinyere with the Muma Knows Best show. See ya. Have a great day.
You're listening to Muma Knows Best show with Chinyere Mckenzie on Legacy.
Back in Moss Side and back on the radio. By connecting with others, she's building a network of positivity, radiating out from Moss Side. The experience of mothers and girlfriends shared. Home spun Muma Knows Best. Wisdom in the internet age. Matt O'Donoghue, ITV News, Moss Side.
What I feel that I can do is just spread awareness to the young people, to the younger generation, to say, look at what's happening. Look at the healing that has to take place.
All I want is you.
I must say, this is a very special ring. My first boyfriend, I've only had 2 boyfriends. My first boyfriend gave me this one, and he was shot and murdered. We got together when I was 15, and he died when I was nearly 18.
Muma Knows Best will be covering motherhood, relationships, health and well-being, and entrepreneurship. Watch this story unfold through a real-life docuseries, podcast, radio show, Facebook and Instagram. Muma Knows Best. Like it, subscribe it, share it.